off the record now.
Yeah.
7:44, it is time for the update on News Extra. And today brought to you by First State Bank. Here is Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. And, geez, I'm losing the voice here. All right, we got it back, and Mason Stover and Cari Lind are here with the United Way of Western Nebraska, and they thought all their duties were over. Steph Black is here as well, but no, they're not. But we are going to talk about how wonderful these two people did and all their volunteers with the campaign, of course, with Steph's help. Because they were the campaign co-chairs, Mason and Cari, and they did a wonderful job. Raised $382,000, the highest ever for the United Way. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are very happy that we were able to get our goal. Our goal was $350,000. We just blew it out of the water. But some things we attribute that to is this community. Our community is a wonderful community. They pulled out of their hearts and gave us what we needed and more. And we truly thank our community for just giving what they can. So we really do appreciate that. We also had some great, wonderful, and handsome and other things.
Beautiful
campaign co-chairs. We had some great loan executives. We have 16 loan executives, did over 140 presentations to our local businesses. We had 19 special events committee members, 24 board members from different agencies, 21 corporate pace setters, and 19 of those came above their goal. So that was really good. And of course, we do have a very great executive director, Steph. She really worked hard for our first year. She really worked hard, and it was a big part of that as well. So, community, we love the community. That they were also a huge part of this. So.
All right, that's great. So you guys will be passing the torch to somebody else to be campaign co-chairs, even though you were so successful.
Yes.
Am I right, Cari?
Yes, we are taking the year off.
Yeah. You're going to be consultants.
We are here for questions.
We do have a consulting fee.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
No, we have a great team coming up. I think Steph and her new co-chairs are going to be very successful next year.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you guys still have a little bit of work to do in April, and that is funds distribution.
Yes.
So, kind of explain what that is, and you need volunteers for that, right?
We do. So we're going to beg people again to come and help us. This is really the best way to understand what United Way does. If anybody wants to get involved with United Way, I say start here. What we'll be doing in April, all of the agencies that have applied for funds this year, this is when we distribute the funds. So we need about 100 volunteers throughout the community to visit those agencies, do a site visit, ask their questions, learn about what they do, and you'll visit 2 to 3 agencies in April. Take about 2 to 3 hours of your time, and then in May, on May 10th, we will all get together, including your group. We discuss the funds that all of the agencies have requested. And at that time, we decide how much money is going to each agency. So really, you're the advocate for your agency that you visited. You get to campaign for them.
That's a nice word to say.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And
So if you are interested in being a volunteer on the Funds Distribution Committee, please call the United Way office at 635-2522. Like I said, we want over 100 volunteers because this really is not a decision that's made by the Board of Directors of United Way or by Steph. This is made by the community.
as to exactly where all this money goes.
Exactly.
Our community donates the dollars, and then they decide who gets the dollars and at what level. So it's truly a community effort.
Okay. So, all right. So, and we also have, you have some extra money, partly because the need is a little more out there. So you may be funding more agencies. Am I right, Steph?
We've already had interest from some agencies that have not either never applied or have not applied for several years. And I think that's just because of the sign of the times. Government subsidies have been reduced or eliminated, and the agencies still need to continue to provide the services that we're accustomed to. even though the money's gone down as far as subsidies, the amount of people that they're serving continue to rise. So it's very important that we try and get the agencies the money they need to provide services.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier, certain agencies get hit hard by unforeseen things like gas prices, for example, that are going up. Certain agencies are out and about, like the
That's
volunteer
right.
center,
Our
for
volunteer
example.
center out delivering meals and commodities. That's a huge hit. You know, once those volunteers are already giving their time, which they don't mind, and most of the time they're very giving about filling up their own gas tanks. But when the gas prices rise, it's time for the volunteer center to be really, really creative on trying how to subsidize the gas, giving them gas cards maybe, or
doing
a little bit of
something.
stipend.
Doing something there to help them out. So
yeah, we got to take care of our volunteers.
yeah. Okay, so there is a kind of a deadline for if you're an agency thinking about maybe I could use some help from the United Way. I'd like to look into it. There's a deadline to get an application in.
Right, the deadline's approaching quickly. It is this Friday, and all applications need to be delivered to the United Way office by 4 p.m. If you would like to look at the application, you can go to our website, UnitedWayOfWesternNebraska.com. The application's on the web. You can do it online. You can actually just print it off, bring it to the office, but it has to be there by this Friday, 4 p.m. And then all those will be reviewed and passed on to the Funds Distribution Committee.
Yeah. Is the application hard to fill out? It's not that hard to fill out, is it?
It's not. It looks really lengthy. We added some things last year. United Way Worldwide actually dictates kind of what all United Ways have to do. So there's an income or an input outcomes part where it's goal oriented, which some of the agencies have difficulty with. But if any of them are applying for grants, it really is a good thing to have in place because it makes doing grants a lot easier. So, and donors want to know that their money is being spent and that the agencies are being good stewards. So if they need help, we're willing to work with them one-on-one. They can come to the office and we'll help them fill it out. So
Okay.
we're there.
All right. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Join mobile Granny at her grandson's
Okay.
house battling financial
Should we talk about the
ineptitude.
pace setters? All but 2 exceeded their goals. It's where the majority of our. Did you say that?
Yeah.
I know you mentioned the pace setters.
I did
You
mention
were
that
getting
too.
all hung
Maybe
up
I
about
wasn't-
how
maybe I
beautiful,
wasn't
with
listening.
beautiful
Yeah.
coach hairs
Oh
and all
yeah,
that stuff.
how handsome.
But you know, if you want to reiterate the fact that Regional West came in at 20,000 more than they did last
Yeah.
year, I mean that's huge.
Yeah.
They raised $60,000.
All right, we are back on News Extra. We're talking United Way, and the funds distribution process is beginning now. They need volunteers to help out with that. As many as 100, if possible, to visit agencies and kind of check them out. And, of course, the application process coming up, 4 p.m. this Friday, March 10th. The deadline for that. The campaign very successful last year, $382,000. Mason had mentioned there were pace setters that did very well. Cari, there was certain ones in particular, right?
Yes, we would like to thank Regional West Medical Center. I believe that their goal was set at $45,000, and they came in at $20,000 over their goal this year, just in payroll deductions, which is absolutely huge. Amazing. So we would like to throw a shout out for Regional West Medical Center. Great job.
All right, that's great. And like you said, you had 19 that exceeded their goal. So out of 21, that's a pretty good percentage.
That's great. Another one was Vertex as well. They thought they were going to come up short, and I think a really hard work went to Cari that they were able to go a little over their goal and come in and give us some great little boost at the end. So another hippie or whatever you want
Shout
to
out.
shout out. I don't know.
There you go.
Young again, staying
Okay.
shout out, but real big thank you to Vertex.
All right, good deal. Once again, the deadline for getting those applications in, don't forget, it's this coming up quick this Friday, 4 o'clock. Make sure you get that into the United Way and talk to those folks if you want to be a volunteer and say, hey, want to be part of this successful effort? I'd like to be a volunteer. Give the United Way a call, okay?
And
Let
thank
them
you,
know.
Kevin, for allowing us to
Oh, yeah.
show
Thank
up
you.
every couple of weeks.
Oh, I appreciate
Big
it,
and
you guys.
clean on the
Yep,
radio.
yeah. It's kind of nice to see you guys every so often. All right, back to you, Dan.